Hey everybody, welcome to etrailer.com. I'm Bobby, and today we're taking a look at our Malone AirFlow2 roof rack system here on our 2021 Volkswagen Tiguan. Now guys, this can be a nice little way of giving yourself a roof rack system on top of your vehicle. You're going to have 165 pounds of weight capacity, so you should have no trouble of getting most of those standard accessory items you need up on here. Now it is going to be aluminum and it's going to be very lightweight. However, it still has nice structural design inside of it, so you shouldn't be seeing too much bowing in here, especially if you are keeping well within that weight requirement range. It should do an excellent job of getting all those accessories that you need up on our vehicle. You are going to have a nylon base here as well, so this should be resistant to those UV rays. You might see some fading after some of the seasons go, however, it should be very resistant to that as well. So one thing I really dig about it too, the installation doesn't take any time really, guys. All we have to do, pop out our locking cores here and start tightening it down, and that's a huge advantage that you might see over some of your more premium options. Those take a little bit more time to get on there. However, you are getting a lot of great features on there. One thing that's really cool, you don't actually have to pop them off all the way. All you have to do, take down this latch, and that's going to give you easy access to your T-slot attachment here. So you guys can see, all we have to do is simply slot it in and slide it all the way down. Now this rubber might get in the way just a little bit. I can see that you can depress it and get some things in there. However, with the T-slots, there's usually not a lot of room to navigate and move on there. So you may end up actually having to take the strip out and cut it to size. Now that doesn't take too much time at all. However, I think you should be an okay time fitting most of our T-slots just through that position. At the bottom here too, you are seeing these open holes as well. Fear not though, it does come with an included rubber gasket that you can go ahead and start cutting to size. So once you found where your towers actually sit on your vehicle, how you want crossbar to be, we can go ahead and start adding these in. Now these are going to be very important, guys. If you don't add these in, you are going to hear a whistle. It is going to be very annoying, especially as you reach those higher miles per hour markers. So highly recommend getting that rubber set back in once you actually get it installed. To get our bars on there, we want to start by taking out our locking cores here, guys. To do so, you're going to take those included keys and just pop them out. One end is going to have that hex bolt that is actually included on the end of your cap. Then we can just go ahead and remove both of them and kind of get these appropriately spaced. To do so, you're just going to have this little hex bolt attachment right here. You're just either you're gonna go lefty-loosey, of course, to loosen this up, just to get you this appropriate spacing so we can start setting our bar on our car. To do so, I just want to gently take my bar and set it across. As you guys can see, we've already gone ahead and gotten our first bar on there today. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my towers today for now. And then I'm going to judge it from my front guy here. So let me go ahead and grab my tape measure, make sure we are at the appropriate measurement. Now I've gone ahead about 7 inches from the front of my car. If you're wondering how I got these guys set, I just simply took an arbitrary number, took about 7 inches from here, got this guy set on the front, and now I can go ahead and appropriately space this. So a lot of devices and accessories are going to need you to have about a minimum of 26 to 29 inches for their accessories, for their bars to be underneath. So we've gone ahead and set this about 26 inches from the front here, and now I can start tightening this down. To do so, I just insert my hex bolt right into this position right here, and I just simply want to tighten this guy as we go. Let me go ahead and tighten this down, and we're also going to repeat the process on the other side of our vehicle. Now we're not going to go all the way though, as we still want our bar here to be shifted. You guys probably noticed we have a little bit of an overhang here. We're going to go ahead and judge that from the back of our vehicle as well and ballpark where we want it to be. We've already gone ahead and made sure we're about 26 inches on this side as well, and we can repeat the process of tightening it down. Of course, leaving just a little bit of room so we can still shift our bar on the top to where we need it to be in just a second. So now we got it pretty much well tightened down, but just a little bit of room. You can see we can still shift our bar how we need to. So just by taking a step back, we can see where we need our overhang to go. I can see I just need to shift just a little bit towards me. And now, of course, we can also go ahead and just take our tape measure and make sure we are at that appropriate length. So just going from the very end, looks like about 6.5 there, or 6 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and check my other side. And I'm just about even right there, maybe just a tad that way. And we should be nice and squared up there. Yep, right about 6 inches, 6 1/4, and should have the same on the other side. So as we get to the end here, we just want to go ahead, give us a few little more revolutions here, make sure we're nice and secure on there. Now that we do feel pretty good, and go ahead and check it, I'm not seeing us shifting around. It is staying nice and secure, so I can go ahead and add my locking core back into place. To do so, that hex bolt just slides right through the top there into position. course, make sure you have your included key to go ahead and start locking it in place just like so. So this is going to make it, of course, to where you can't access it, so that security element is integrated, as you guys can see. Makes it really nice and secure, and nobody can get to it unless they get our key. Now that we've got it installed, we can go ahead and see how it's interacting with our roof. So from the top of our corrugate here on our roof to the very underside, that's going to give us our clearance, and that's putting us at about 2 5/8 of an inch. So about an eighth over that half-inch mark. So that's going to be great, of course, making sure if you have any clamp styles, they can actually appropriately sit on here. Things to keep in mind with your accessories: are your bolts running too long, and are they going to make contact with your roof? So that's definitely something to keep in mind. And for our overall height here, we are going to be right about 3 3¼ inches there, guys, to the very top of this. So keep in mind, you are going to be adding just a little bit of height on your vehicle. Now, I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue pulling in the garage or those drive-throughs, but keep in mind, as you get those taller accessories put on here, you can start running into some trouble. So glad that we're not adding too much height onto our vehicle. Definitely isn't going to be too much of a problem for us. Well, guys, I think that about does it for our look at the Malone AirFlow2 roof rack system here on our 2021 Volkswagen Tiguan. I'm Bobby. Thank you for watching.